Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Thursday night edition of the Rodeo Joe Show. Tonight's going to be a short one, as many of you already know. I'm just going to cover tonight's Thursday night game between the Giants and Patriots, starting Week 6 into the NFL. As many of you already know, I will be back again tomorrow to cover a lot of the news around the NFL and also to preview the remaining games on the Week 6 schedule for Sunday. But for now, this is just a quick little episode to preview tonight's game. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. We got the 2-3 Giants taking on the 5-0 Patriots. The Patriots are, believe it or not, 17-point favorites in this game. Rightfully so. This isn't a very good matchup, obviously, for the Giants. If you look at it, had the Giants been somewhat full strength with the play they've been getting from Daniel Jones, it could be somewhat of a competitive game. And I think just based off of a lot of the injuries and kind of also too how they lost last week, so they're not riding that high that Daniel Jones is, he's actually been beaten. So now it's kind of bringing him a little bit closer to earth. But as far as the injuries go, we look at the Giants and they're going to have a tough time tonight. They're going to be obviously without their three best playmakers. They're going to be without Saquon Barkley, Evan Ingram, and Sterling Shepard. They're all out, so that definitely hurts any chance that they have of a potential upset here tonight. And on top of that, you also have to look at who they're playing. They're playing a New England team that's arguably the best team in the league right now. They're coming in with the number one defense, and they're number one in the turnover margin. They're actually sitting at +7, whereas the Giants are at -5. So it's not looking good for them. The way everything's set up, and we all know how New England plays in prime time. They always seem to bring their best ball in prime time. That's why they're usually on prime time, because they're such a great team, and what they do, they always put on a good show. But I like the Patriots in this game. That 17-point margin is, I think, pretty accurate because the Giants are going to have their hands full tonight. It's going to be tough. It's going to be nice to see that kind of. They want to try to build it up as much as they can, given the Super Bowl, the two Super Bowls that they played, and but the one thing that changes everything is the fact that Eli Manning isn't playing. Although Devin McCourty came out and said that he's the best backup quarterback in the NFL, and as a team, they prepared that just in case he might take the field at some point in the game, they're prepared for him. So, they're ready for it if that were to happen. It's highly unlikely. The Giants really like Daniel Jones, and they're going to stick with him, but there's really nothing much to say. The Patriots are just dominant, and the Giants are not a great team anyway, but they have played pretty well here recently with Daniel Jones, but I just don't see it going any other way than New England winning big tonight, and that's about all you can really say about that. You want to try to hype this game up as much as you can just because it's a Thursday night game, and they already struggle enough as it is to build up Thursday night games, but given the fact that Eli isn't playing, it definitely kind of diminishes it quite a bit. But, like I said, it's unfortunate because Thursday night games are one of those games that they just can't flex out like they can with, Sunday night games, obviously, which we haven't had one of those yet. And I haven't really looked too far into the Sunday night slate, but I don't really see a whole lot of those games getting flexed to my knowledge because they seem like they're pretty good matchups for the most part. Well, like I said, that's all I got for this New England big tonight. I would be completely surprised if it was anything other than that. I'd actually be surprised if it was even a New England victory in a close margin. I just think they're going to dominate on both sides of the ball. And that's all I got for that. Well, and thanks again, guys, for listening and tuning in. And be sure to catch up on me tomorrow because there'll be a big episode tomorrow. There's plenty of things to talk about and obviously to preview the Sunday slate of games. But until then, I will talk to you guys later.